Oops. Hello, my friends. Out there. Out there. I got to believe in time. Correct. It have been a crazy day. It's always a crazy day when I'm doing a lot of stuff. As I would like to mention today is that I have cleansed the house before the Shabbat. So what's it about? I think it's about time where we get to know certain things. This is the hat I have been making for the last few days. What is it? It's just a hat. So tonight rather, it's midnight now, as you can see on this screen. It's midnight. And I want to tell you about a thing here. If you can see this watch, it's also 12. And if you see closely, it's something called Tag Heuer. The Tag Heuer is a very expensive watch. I can show you for example, I can show you a Tag Heuer. I can show you a Tag Heuer, which is this. Let me see if I got this right. I think it's a Rolex. Sorry for that. It's not my intention to show like that. I think I have this Tag Heuer here. This is Tag Heuer. This, if I put it this way, now it got it right. And this is the watch. If you can see it, I can't see it very well. It's 5 to 12 hits. But the wrist, the bracelet here is similar to what I got here. Tag Heuer. So this is not a show off, it's just something I wanted to talk about. Because I saw it on the flea market. This watch, it had this bracelet, it seemed to be okay. And even this, I had this Tag Heuer. If you can see it there, it's Tag Heuer. So I think it's a Swiss watch, and I bought it for $15. This is just a drink, just to cool my stomach. It's nothing. It's something you wouldn't worry about, but if you are a religious crazy maniac, you are destined to condemn everybody that inhale this fluid. But it's only for medical reasons. So, my friends, I think Trump would like to use this. It's a good hat, by the way. If anybody want to buy it, I made it. So if anybody want it, they need to pay a lot of money for this kind of crazy hat. So this is going to be with me all the time. And if someone pays maybe 10, 30, if it's beginning, it have to be not 10, but $30,000. So this will be for auction on the starting bid of $30,000 or Bitcoin. I can take Bitcoin, but I wanted to talk about this watch in regard of being lured, because I saw it, I got intrigued, and I took a watch at it. I watched it, I observed it, I examined it. I didn't examine much because it ended up out of my pocket. It was money, and and this I bought. I saw it on Saturday, and since I'm not buying stuff, not at least such things, but when we go to McDonald's, as I did with my daughter, I think it was my daughter, yeah, it was my daughter at McDonald's, and I could pay a lot of money and enjoy ourselves with this story, which I exploded in their faces. So enough of that. I talked about it and said maybe I will not just buy it, but still I got this. I had to buy it because I looked at the price for a similar watch in town. We got inside because she wanted to look at some watch to see this kind of watch. This. And it looked okay, and it was about close to 250. Sorry for that, $2,500 for that, and that is not a cheap one, and Tag Heuer is quite expensive, and maybe this is just a lady's watch. I don't know. But I liked it, and for that price, wow, if that was the genuine Tag Heuer, I would sell it and get a lot of money. And I ended up with it on Wednesday when I went to town. I went in and right to there. If it's there, I buy it. And it was there, and I bought it. And this story is going to be very long. So, if you dare comment on this hat, I will shoot you. So I bought it and went directly to the watch sellers and the watch store, and he told me, because the date was not good, so he told me this is a fake. And okay, it was not a big surprise for me, and I kind of laughed because $15 for a fake is still a watch. So, but when I came home, I went into this in more detail, and I could see the back lock of this was not even. It was kind of tilting up, and it was badly screwed together. So I removed the back lock by a scissor something, and I saw that it was just this simple very simple digital, where you can buy it on eBay for maybe $5 most. You can buy that kind of a digital, but in which way I realized it, and I cleansed the bracelet, and so so now I can use it. I connected it today, and it's still functional. So maybe I will go on eBay and buy some new ticker in this, because this is old, and the battery seems to be very loose. So I need to do something on that, if that is somewhat interesting. But you see, many years ago, now we are talking about fake watches. Look at this cover. It seems to be very professional, don't you think? And this pillow of something, it's kind of nice. I liked it, and even the it's heavy. It's solid, and it's heavy. So it seems to be a genuine Tag Heuer clock. But you see, the story to this is that I was in Thailand in 2006. In the end of 2006, I went to Thailand because I needed to go away, and I wanted to visit my close to be a cousin. She was in the family, and she was kind of a sister to me, Rita. She is so nice, and she had this joyful, I don't know where that come from, this joyful spirit. It's moving, it just touches you. And it's that I bet it is genuine. And I got to the store around there where I was living at the hotel, and they told me that if you want some watches, we have a Rolex and Tag Heuer. And I was, from my friend back in Norway, he was very into this kind of watches, and they are fake. He was open about it. They are fake, but very good fakes. It is kind of good quality to those fake watches, but it's still fake. So what am I touching on here? 2006. I was buying 3 of those, two Rolexes and one Tag Heuer, and I wanted to keep this Tag Heuer because it's I think it's nice. It's kind of good equipment, and it was fake, and they told me, if you own a fake Rolex, you are a criminal. I don't know that. Anyway, I don't care, because if someone sold it to me, maybe the police should be there in the first place. Then they can come to me and take the watch and maybe give me back my money. Because it costed $150 back in that time. Each and every one, I think it was about $100 or $150 each. And that was kind of pricey. Maybe not, because they say that those that are making these ones are the ones that are making the real genuine Rolex. But this is just some alternative which is sold in Thailand. The Chinese have these kind of fake ones, and you will, as a normal, uneducated man be not aware of it, and you will not even find. Maybe you have some clues here and there, and you see the genuine stuff is precise. It's more precise. It's more regularly and more precision. The glass, they say that glass on the Rolex is a special quality because it will not reflect in that way that this fake one does. Even though it's sapphire, these two clocks, watches is sapphire glass. It's high quality. So, touching on fake, we need to be honest. We need to be true. We can't be fake. We are often playing or acting as we are real, but we are not. We want to be big men, have some impact. They have a name for it today, the influencers. Are you influencing your own community or a larger community? And if you do that, how much can you take honest feedback? You see, the part of that is good. It's kind of intriguing to be, but the part of it is something they are not fit for. The honest feedback, the honest truth that people are giving, it's not something that they would like. Maybe I have this hat because it's kind of making an different image of me. I used several days to make it. As you can see here, it's kind of, I think I have to do something to fix it, but it's still there, and I don't know whether this will be good or something. Maybe this is just a show of Mr. Sam, the American style, stars and stripes. I don't know. So, be genuine, my friends. Be genuine. You can go so far and simulate that you are genuine, that you are an influencer, that you are important, that you are someone should pay attention to more than maybe others, average people like that. You see, this is... How important are you to diminish other people's importance? That is kind of... Even the media, they don't care about important messages. They only use important people. Not to talk about only the media and how we are superficially exposing our superficial thoughts. But even the churches, around the early 80s, late 70s, they had some artists in the churches, in the summer camp. I didn't like it. I was at Hedmarktoppen during last summer when we were driving to Bodø, and we stopped at Hedmarktoppen, and that was at Hamar, where the Olympic Games were in 1994. But way before that, in 1970s, this kind of school of Christian school, it's for when you are finished with primary, you go there. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's called Folk High School, but it's I think it have a different name altogether. It's kind of what you like to educate. It's just year or two off after school that you can prepare yourself in order to go there. And the Pentecostal movement had their mm, mm, kind of school out of a will of the whole Pentecostal movement in Norway to gather money in order to get this high school, this people school. I think it's more of a educating in moral concept, in social life, and maybe get more integrated, but I think they isolated themselves even more because you were not allowed to do this and that. And I had a girlfriend that was attending that high school, and there was so much out of order. Someone was drinking, smoking, and all that was not allowed in this Christian high school. So I understand that how this is organized is quite stringent, because it's more to the rules of things than the reality of that. Why should we keep away from alcohol and smoke and all this? It's kind of up to you, isn't it? It's when people are grown up to be grown-ups. I would guess that 18, 19-year-old people are independent. You are at places where you are not allowed to do this and that, and I would take that as a small drop of salt. It's you do what you do anyway. I don't encourage you to oppose every time, but sometimes you need to oppose. And I heard by my former girlfriend that it was a lot of drinking, partying, and she was kind of maybe not into that, but it's kind of meeting other people and making friends, making love, making making all that. And this Hedmarktoppen was maybe a place where the Pentecostal introduced this artistry, influencers, big time. And according to the Christianity, you shouldn't have any idolizing old people. When you can't stick to the message, you keep to people, idolizing other people. And I would say that all what they did is it was kind of, they wanted to let people buy in on the gospel message. Yes, by inviting all those artists and famous people that was so popular, so they could get more people to get into the Christianity, so to say, and join the party, because I think the need of money was maybe too much. They needed more money. So it became an industry back then. They did an industry of that. Christian people, what can I give to them? I'm a Christian myself, but I'm still a false prophet saying all sort of thing, and I don't want to be taken that serious, but in some degree you have to be honest about, if you want people to buy into your message, you have to act honestly. Don't fake it. As this watch here, it's too much fake. My girlfriend said I'm into the old gospel, the true gospel of Jesus. No, what is it called? The new trend. That if you pray enough, if you believe enough, you will get fortune and fame. I don't believe in that, and it's also kind of bad that you are into this kind of secular tools in order to get famous, get rich, get a name. Here, I'm more or less mocking myself just to make a point that in some degree it doesn't really matter. If your message is important, I think people that wonder who this silly, funny guy that is sitting here on YouTube after YouTube and sending these crazy images like this. And if people, believe me, if people are busy about like this and I do this and I act crazy, they can't take me seriously. As I said, told about this guy that I picked on that was commenting on my verbal attributes, how I wrote correctly or incorrectly. So if I don't write cat correctly, I'm not in any position to have opinion. So that is how people are prejudiced to such people as me. But all along, I think they go by the fakes. In many cases, I think they go for the fakes because it's all about imagery. I think people that listen to me, just as an example, I don't expect something like that, but yes, some example of if people, for example, listen to me, not only watch this crazy man, but listen, they will know whether they agree or not. This man is not a fake. He is real. He can show some signs of reality. I'm not this kind of watch. It's nice. It's too nice. And it maybe have belonged before on a Tag Heuer. I'm not that sophisticated. I'm more simple, but I want to be real. I don't want to put the wrong label on that. I put the right label on myself. So, if you are prejudiced, you will not listen to me, and you will not even bother. But if you are genuinely seeking that people are genuine, you get the notion, you get the idea that this is not someone that is playing around with words. He is real. He is at least honest. He is at least doing something. He is at least exposing some issues that is kind of relevant to many people. I don't claim to have the answer because the answer, the truth, the whole reality is quite dimensional. It's out there. You can only serve the truth, and you can only be the truth. Be honest, be truth. Don't be a fake. Either you stick to some hip-hop images and like that. It's be honest, be truthful, be a fact, be something people can relate to, not a fake one. You see, people that are fake, it's hard to relate to them. It's act. So who would nourish a deep relationship with an actor? I wouldn't at last, and I wish you a good night, and sleep well, everybody of you.